In this presentation, I'm going to explain to you how to create a macro in the personal workbook and which can be made accessible for every new workbook you are opening in your Excel. In order to record a macro in the personal workbook, just go to the developer option, then say record macro. In that, just give a meaningful name. Let me say open workbook. Fine. Let me give a shortcut key, Control Shift and F. Let's say this macro is being uh, has to be stored in there is. If you go to the drop down box, there are three options. Let me choose the first one, and I'm giving a description here for the macro. Or to open workbook, insert sheets and name them. Say OK. Now let me record the macro here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open a new workbook file. Then I'm going to save it as, let me say, okay, let me put it in some folder here. Okay, let me call it as statement of financial performance Q4. Okay, importantly, let me also save it as an Excel macro enabled workbook. Then let me save it. Then let me give names for the sheets. Let me give a name for this statement, profitability statement. Then insert another sheet. I call it as revenue statement. Insert another sheet, call it as cost of sales. Then insert yet another sheet. Let me put it here. I call it as other operating expenses sheet. Now let me stop the macro. Fine. Now let me, if you want, I can save the file. Let me save the file, and then I can even close the file also. Okay. Now, in order to run the macro again, what you see, developer macros. Okay. Then this is the name which I given, open WBK. Okay. Then if I run it, it will last. Say the file already exists. Whether you want to replace it. Okay. Let me say yes. You can see, a new file is being uh, a file is being opened. It is given a new name, and the sheets are all created.